So we come to the fourth move of this 8 qigong sequence. We've took based on the 8 brocades and put the sort of yogic breath with it. This one's a funny old name. It's called Wise Owl Gazes Backwards to Eliminate Fatigue, or Looking Backwards to Eliminate the 5 Fatigues and 7 Illnesses. Whatever one you want, quite long-winded names, or somewhere about them names, depending on what form. So you get straight into it. The motion's a very simple one, and it will help release the neck area, the sternocleidomastoid muscles, any sort of rotor cuff problems or tightness. A lot of this, you've got the rotor cuff moving within this. But again, you can adapt it and add different stuff with it. But again, we go straight into the breathing. So breathing, we've got Ujjayi breath in with it. Not the Ashtanga style, but basically just breathing into the belly like a balloon. So it's nearer the qigong breathing, really, like the Taoist breathing. You're generally breathing in to the belly like a balloon and then exhaling, letting go. So you'll see this decrease and increase. Okay, this area naturally. I overemphasising that, but that would naturally happen anyway. Sometimes the idea is you're breathing in, filling up from the bottom all the way to the top, even into the sort of lungs, the tops of the lungs or the tops of the chest, then back down the same way. So again, as you fill up the bottom of the abdomen, it'll fill up the top of the abdomen, up to the bottom of the ribcage or the bottom of the chest, all the way to the top of the chest, then back down. You'll empty the opposite way round. You'll retrace that. Keep it simple. I would breathe in to the belly area like a balloon and then exhale, let go. But as we do that, we're going more with yogic breath. So we're breathing in and out through the nose. That tends to lengthen the out breath longer. Within a lot of the yoga postures, you'll lengthen the breath generally to stay in them postures and help you breathe into them postures and relax into them postures. But again, we're taking that into these qigong sequences. So we're going to do the Ujjayi breath. So the Ujjayi breath with that, as there's lots of different yogic breaths, but we're just doing the same thing, breathing in through the nose, same deal, filling up the belly button like a balloon and exhaling, letting go and emptying that. But we're also doing the Ujjayi breath. So victorious breath, Ujjayi breath, whistling silky breath. So to get that, we're going to breathe in. It's always good to start like this. And you're going to get this, you're going to grip at the esophagus. You pull up from the perineum and you grip at the esophagus and you make this raspy sound from the back of the throat. It's like a soft, sweet, silky, sighing breath, Darth Vader breath, whatever you want to call it. But again, it will help us lengthen the breath longer, helps us stimulate the thyroid gland, which helps with weight control, etc. Helps us build the heat within the body, helps us fan the fire to burn the heat within the body, or helps us fan the flames to burn that energy within the body. Okay, so it's gives us sort of energy, really gives us energy doing this. Gives the mind something to focus on within the posture or whatever you're doing. Okay, so it gives us something to focus on as you're doing that. So the mind will go straight to the breath and you'll focus on the sound of the breath. Now, with proper Ujjayi breath, you're breathing in to the belly area like a balloon through the nose, then you're exhaling through the nose. So you close the mouth, but you still keep that raspy sound from the back of the throat, like when we was doing the mouth open. So it's a sighing, whistling, silky breath. Okay, and that really helps stimulate the nervous system as we calibrate and synchronize and integrate the breath with the motion, which we're going to do in a sec. Okay, so just keep that nice and simple. Again, the best way to demonstrate so you can hear it. So we're going to breathe out through the nose, and it's And as you'll probably notice there, I've lengthened the out breath longer than the in breath. That would naturally want to happen. You can either keep it even, like traditionally, or bring the hypnotic feel into it as you elongate the exhale. That would bring in the parasympathetic responses in the nervous system. So the involuntary nervous system, basically all the things you don't think about, sleep, digestion, rest, relaxation, will all be benefited by elongating the out breath. So it's a very sort of meditative and medicated sort of breath, as it were. It would really do its inner work, its internal work. It will create that internal shower in the body, in every single organ, cell, sinew of the body. And as with the Taoist breath, we're filling up from the bottom all the way to the top, but simplify it. Breathe into the belly area like a balloon if that's getting too much. Or you can think of that filling up all the way up the chakras, because that, as you fill in from the bottom of the belly all the way up to the top of the chest, and then reverse that as you empty, that natural rise and fall, that decrease and increase of the motion of the rib cage will help work the chakras going up the spine. All the glands are up the spine. I won't go into the names now. Might do another video on that, but it will really help the nervous system. And again, we're going to link that to motion. So we're going to go to the motion, really simple motion. Okay, stand naturally. I'll go for the traditional one and I'll add some other bits. As with all of them, you can go deeper if you like, but I'll go for that in a minute. So the motion is really simple to start off with. You're breathing in and you're exhaling, open out the chest. As you turn, you're keeping these elbows in, not tightly in, okay? They're in with a bit of space between the armpits, as if you've got a sort of tennis ball between the armpits, but they're not sort of coming out here, and we're just turning here. And as we do that, we breathe in the center and we exhale. Breathe in and we exhale. We turn this sternocleidomastoid muscle here, levator scapulae muscles working, and we come back again, exhale. So it's like a dynamic stretch on the occipitals, the splenius muscles there, right up there around the skull, what the proprioceptors of the skull getting a stretch, all the neck muscles basically. And as you do this, we're opening out the chest as usual with a lot of qigong ones, we're opening out the chest and all the organs in the chest. So again, I like to add this bit, the turn of the spine, here and back. Again, like you're turning off a skewer through your head and you turn it back. Nice simple motion. Exhale, breathing in, coming back. Again, if you want to elongate the exhale part, it's here and coming back. Nice simple motion, but if you want to go deeper into it, again, these are nice simple exercises, sort of people age specific later on in the years. But if you want to go deeper and make them a little bit physical, then you can turn that light on. Again, you can come to here. So again, we come down as deep as we like, but no deeper than knees in line with toes. Okay, and from here, we're going to exhale, turn if you like, and breathe in, come back. I like to add this in if I want to do that. No deeper than knees in line with toes, feet facing the same direction, not Charlie Chaplin, but again, it's exhale, breathe in, come back. See, there's a little pivot here. I find that saves the knees a little bit. And again, we're just playing with these motions. All it is movement. So we're going to exhale and breathe in, come back. When the head goes, the body naturally goes. Exhale, turn off that skewer, and come back out and breathing back to center. It's exhale. Again, come back. Where the eye line goes, the body will naturally follow, but don't force anything. Bringing out all the tension from the spine on that elongated exhale. So I'm going to do it so you can hear it. So it's a breathe in the centre, think tall, lengthen up for the crowns. If there's a puppet string, a hook, a brace on your head, then if you want to go deeper, then you just turn, exhale. Where the head goes, the body goes, and you breathe in, come back. Don't overdo it. Again, it's exhale. Got a little turn of this foot. So you're sort of crushing something underneath the ball of your foot, and you're coming back. So it's exhale, open out the chest. Breathe in, come back. Really elongate the exhale. I'm going to do it so you can hear it. So it's come away from this wall. Again, if that's too deep, stand up tall and do it, okay? Or just leave this foot part out, or go deeper in a lunge sequence. A primal pattern of the body, a lunge, so it's a good position to get into, a static lunge position. As you elongate the out breath, longer than the in breath. Remember, in breath's conscious thought, out breath's subconscious thought. So by extending the out breath longer than the in breath, we're encouraging sleep, digestion, rest and relaxation. If you go deeper, you feel a little bit of instability around the ankles, that proprioception around the ankles, trying to stabilise you. That's really good to work on that. And lovely primal pattern of the body, a lunge position. One of the primal patterns of the body. Nice functional exercise. Next one, number 5, is snake head swing tail for short. Lovely. Bang.